What is good, YouTube? It is your boy, Meh, Pig and Meh. And with the new year, I'm going to try something new. I got a pretty decent computer, been doing remote duels recently, and figured I'd try out the whole Edopro dual deck profile slash replay video. And also use this as an opportunity to show you guys a deck I've been playtesting and trying to make work because it was an interesting enough strategy to where I just decided to put the effort into it. And the deck, as you can see in front of you, is Melffy. What is Melffy? Melffy is a set of level 2 beast monsters that return themselves to the hand when either a monster is normal or special summoned, or a monster is, attacked. And upon returning to the hand, they all generate some form of an effect. Alright, now let's kind of explain them in general. I'm going to go about doing the deck profile and telling you guys as I'm going along. Start out with 3 Melffy Puppy. Him, Caddy, and the 1 Fenny all have the same effect that during your end phase you can special summon this card from your hand. And they all also have the effect of, if your opponent normal or special summons a monster, or if an opponent's monster targets this card for an attack, you can return them to the hand to then do an effect. In Puppy's case, he special summons a level 2 or lower beast monster from your deck. Caddy adds a level, or no level restriction, adds any beast monster from your deck to your hand. And Fenny will special summon a beast monster out of your hand. The reason I chose to play Fenny instead of Pony, which a lot of people run, is because I often draw one of the bricks that I'm about to tell you about here shortly, and I just kind of decided that getting it out of my hand was more beneficial than adding another beast monster from my graveyard to my hand. But this Pony and Fenny are kind of interchangeable depending on your preference. Next, I play 3 of this busted ass card, Rescue Cat, who has the effect that you contribute him to special summon 2 level 3 or lower beast type monsters from your deck, but their effects are negated and they're destroyed during the end phase. But even with that errata, this card is ridiculous and basically is used to first turn Natty Beast or get any of the big Melffy boss monsters. So yeah, he does a lot. Next, I played 2 copies of this Tri-Brigade Caress. I mostly just use him as a free special, but I have occasionally used his effect to cheat out one of the Tri-Brigade guys in my extra deck, which is pretty good. Also, he baits a lot of hand traps, because people just assume you're going to summon one of the Tri-Brigade things. I also play the 1 copy of Cerberus, because he's a level 2 beast tuner, and if you discard him off of this guy, or this guy, he special summons himself to the board. So again, he can make either your Link 2s or this Herald. Next, I play triple Amazonas Baby Tiger. It's another good discard outlet for that. It's a good mill target for that. And also, it kind of just cheats out more bodies on the field, because when he's summoned, or when an Amazonas is summoned, including himself, he can special summon himself from hand or graveyard. So you can do some super cheeky things with him or Cat. I'm just saying. Next is kind of what I considered the bricks of the deck: the Valathon, the Mind Mole, and the Calantosa. Calantosa, when he's summoned via the effect of a beast monster, can target a card on the field and destroy it. Him and Puppy is spot removal at its finest. And also why I play the Fenny, because there are many games where I end up with him in my hand and I just want to get him out of it. Mind Mole is pretty much just for the first turn Rescue Cat play, where you summon him, this level 2 Earth Tuner, you summon Natty Beast, and you draw a card. It's really cool. He also has an effect that he can't be destroyed by battle once per turn, which literally only came up 1 time ever, and it was interesting to say the least. And this is another tuner, but he has this cool effect where he can summon himself on the opponent's turn and then immediately synchro summon into Herald. That's all you ever do with him. And then the last beast monster you play is the best beast monster, because this beast monster is about the only powerful beast monster in terms of just raw, unadulterated stats. Also, his non-targeting bounce effect is fantastic. So yeah, without this card, this deck would have absolutely no raw power. For hand traps, I decided to play double Skullmeister, triple Ash Blossom, and double Ghost Spell. I kind of want to play 3 of this card because it's really good right now. This guy is also real good right now, and he has 1700 attack, so if you need to, you can summon him and just get damage in. Now onto the spells, I just play 1 Monster Reborn, 2 search targets for this guy, and then 2 Obedience Skull. This and Rescue Cat are basically the same thing. This cheats out 3 level 2 or lower beast effect monsters with different names, but it locks you into only being able to summon beast monsters for the rest of the turn, whereas this doesn't lock you into anything. But pretty much this and this are just Ash targets, because if you open both of them, you're going to end up doing something. Melffy Tag is just a quick play special summon one of your Melffys from grave, and Hide and Seek is kind of a mini Pot of Avarice because it shuffles 3 beast monsters into your deck, and then you get to draw a card. It's really good. It generates way more advantage than it needs to, and is kind of your lifeblood, because it enables you to essentially dig for more hand traps, and then continue to just reuse Beast over and over again. Round it out, I just play 3 Imperm, 3 Strikes. I think these are the best traps right now. That's about it. For your extra deck, you play 1 Double Azus, Vespinato, 2 Joyous Melffys, 2 Melffys of the Forest, this bad Mamma Jamma, 1 Herald of the Arclight, 1 Floodgate, this Tri-Brigade guy that banishes, this guy that shuffles, this guy that pops, this lady that can help mulligan your hand, this guy for, I don't know why I'm playing him, and this because it's a beast. Technically this can also be cheated out by this, but I don't know why you would do that. Of note, this guy is basically attack direct, make Azus. That's pretty much his only purpose. This guy searches any of your Melffy cards. So 90% of the time I just search Hide and Seek, and then yeah. This guy is awesome. He puts a token on the field equal to the highest attack monster. So more often than not, I just use him to close out games I shouldn't be able to close out, or deal with monsters I can't deal with. He rules. These are just floodgates, essentially. Side deck is irrelevant. Alright, now on to some replays. Start out, match against some Time Thieves. This was one of the first games first set of games I recorded on here, so there's a host of misplays made, and in some instances, just things that happen. And at the time I was trying to test Drone Lockbird, and the reason I ended up not using it is because it's just kind of underwhelming. Now in this game you see Alpha just kind of, baiting stuff out so you can go into your Natty Beast and hide behind a Floodgate. And then Mind Mole there just trying to dig for hand traps. So for some reason I just decided to strike, because I assumed he needs that card to do any plays. Not realizing that it there's a lot of new cards I should probably have read. Also, I could not get over this thing, but Ghostbell can help me with that. I don't know why he surrendered there. I guess he just assumed I was going to do crazier plays than I was going to, but hey, a win's a win. Game 2. I think this is one of the games where I was realizing that Droll is not that useful in regards to the games I'm likely to play on this website. Also, he hit a trap off that. That was real good for him, real shitty for me. So I just used the Cerberus to bait it out, and then hide behind this spot removal puppy, which loses to Ash. Yeah, this game he pretty much got it. Because I think I draw and then pretty much just end up conceding because I can't do anything. Yep. Now on to game 3. Oh, this one was funny because I go summon Ash. Well, pass turn. So he goes, summons his rescue cat, and then I Ash. And then he goes, well, at least I got back row. So me, just playing the game of aggression, I decide to summon this big hand trap and just try to get in there. This guy, not so much. So then I decide to play it safe because it's 4 back row before then going into my floodgate to hopefully get a hand trap. Play that card to try and again hopefully get a hand trap and striking out twice. So then this guy proceeds to get over my guy. And then I just go Bano Kaiju, summon, try to out the Kaiju. He goes nope. So then I go to try to dig for an extender. I get nothing. And this guy realizes he can't do anything. So he at least gets some damage in before quitting. So yeah. Next game. Against Plunder Patrol. So I decide, bait the Ash. Oh, that's cool. Ash is once per turn. So I just summon a floodgate. Try to dig for a hand trap. Draw my brick. Go, okay. Pass turn. Now I said this in this column, not realizing it was another infinite imperm. And for some reason I Ash here instead of just using the beast. And I also stopped this guy for some reason. I don't remember what my thought process was. Now my turn. Try to beat over it. So I'm like, well, I'll try to negate. And he's like, well, I'll negate your negate. And then I'm just like, okay. This guy, non-target spot removal. Get out of here. This guy tries to do plays, but realizes beast strong. Game 2. This guy bricked. Oh yeah. I realize in retrospect I could have made a significantly better board than I did. And I'll explain it to you after he does his play. So no. For some reason I normaled this. What I should have done was normaled this. And you'll learn on the next turn. But yeah, this was a dumb play. So then I set back row. And then he summons his Plunder Patrol guy. Does some shenanigans. Hits me. It's like, okay. Yeah. So then I obedience scold him. Alright. Hold on. Oh wait, no, maybe this... Oh no, I think there might have been another game where I should have done that. No, in this case, it's just Ronin Raccoon does work. Oop, well, I was wrong, people. My bad. Yeah, he just concedes. Okay. I think I'll show you this game because this is just kind of funny. Oh yeah. Okay, so what happened here is I summoned this guy. Thinking he was this guy because I don't apparently read cards. And I was curious why I wasn't getting my search effect, only to come to realize I summoned the wrong fucking card. Yeah, so read your cards, people. So I ended on a significantly worse board because I was an idiot. I also chain blocked my own Solemn Strike. So yeah. This duel had a host of really stupid plays on my part. So then I just did this to both try to recover from my mistake and just kind of have a board for next turn. So then I go alpha, return my guy, make the guy I should have made, search the card I should have searched, and then he proceeds to Twin Twister me. So I make this guy, make a big guy to push for a lot of damage, and then this is an instance where he doesn't read his own cards apparently, because this next play is another absolutely stupid play that shouldn't have happened. Also, I didn't realize Phantasmic's defense was so low. So yeah, get ready to see this level of stupidity on both players' parts. He summons big guy, I do this for some reason. Oh, I chain that, he chains that, destroys his own guy, only to realize these guys are unaffected. So I'm like, well, your mistake is my benefit. I was probably going to make Ronin Raccoon and then just, yeah, have more than enough damage on board. So yeah. I think in the game 2, there were significantly less mistakes made. Because this is kind of watch Natty Beast be the best card. I decided to just end on one interrupt. I shotgun the Lancia because I just didn't know. And then I just strike him before he could do anything. And being that he was playing Shadal's, I didn't bother to attack because I assumed he could possibly have an answer. To which he did. To which I'm like, no. And then he goes to bait out, and I'm like, no, I don't like that. And then in this case, I had no ability to stop his monster effects, so I just said, screw it. Regardless of what I could have done, he was going to get rid of this Natty Beast. So then he proceeds to double Evo. And then I puppy, he chains his thing, and apparently on here, I still get my summon. So I'm like, well, get rid of the big dinosaur guy? So then my turn rolls around. I proceed to go get my card that lets me make another Natty Beast. If I don't draw one of the bricks. Oh, I draw a hand trap. That's cool. And then I dig for more hand traps and proceed to just let him get his draw because I don't really think there's much I have to be concerned with. And there truly wasn't. Pretty much by this point, I wrapped up the game. Because I'm just like, well, generate more advantage. Get my guys. Make this thing. Go spell because just don't let them have bodies on board. And yeah. Summon the cat. Proceed to Scoot Face. So yeah. Just to round this out and show that I'm pretty fair, here's an example of things to be aware of with this deck. Sometimes it can't make a very good first turn board. Also, sometimes, while you may have one response, 2 interrupts, you can't always be passive aggressive because you're pretty much just, well, I think, you know, Jaden here is about to show me the power of the heroes. He's about to get his game on all over me. How so? Oh, just you watch. Do summon that. Play that card. make that big guy, and proceed to just OTK me. So yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, there you go. That's my Melffy deck. That's a couple of replays to show you kind of how it functions and what it does. I believe this deck is real fun, and in the right hands, with the right, big brain labbing, it could be a serious, rogue option. Or at the very least, something you control the hell out of your locals with, because who doesn't want to win with super cute, adorable, small, fluffy things? So yeah, there you go. Make sure to tell me what you think in the comment section down below. Any improvements that you would think I should make on videos like this in the future. And if you want, I can try to set up something to show you some combos. Otherwise, this is Meh, Pig and Meh, signing out.